From Upper Michigan Source, this is your Friday Night Fever on demand for February 8th. I'm Mike Ludlum. Winter Carnival hockey always turns everybody up a notch. The visitors, the home team, the fans, you name it. Let's go to the McGinnis Student Ice Arena, where Minnesota State, the #1 team in the conference, was visiting Michigan Tech. And a great night for Matt Jarusik in the net, making a couple of his more than 40 saves in the contest. Third period power play, and Brian Hallinan will score from Keegan Ford and Colin Swoyer, his 9th of the year. You get both angles, and that gave Tech a 1-0 lead at 4:24, but the Mavericks tied it with 55 seconds to go. And then Jarusik makes the save of his career as he robs Jake Jaremko. And we went to overtime, and nope, that didn't do anything. But in the shootout, Chris Van Shaw in the 4th round didn't stick the landing, but he scored the only goal in the shootout, and Minnesota State gets the extra point, winning 2-1, but officially a 1-1 tie in the NCAA. To the scoreboard, where Alabama Huntsville won over NMU, so Huntsville gets the extra point. So it was 2-2 officially. And Bemidji State won the extra point over Ferris State. Way to confuse everybody on this one tonight. Meanwhile, in Big Ten hockey, it was Michigan 5, Michigan State 3, Ohio State 2, and Wisconsin 1. The Finlandia hockey teams both lost by 3-1 scores. They did that earlier this year. I don't understand how that can pull that off. In Great Lakes Hockey League action, it was Calumet all over Marquette, 12-3. Wingding hockey, that means Houghton against Hancock, the Bulldog fans, the Gremlin fans. Almost 10 minutes into the first period, 1-0 Gremlins. Justin Norcall with one thing on his mind: shoot the puck on net, even if you have to put it between two Bulldogs. 2-0 at 9:48. A couple minutes later, nice passing by the Gremlins. Milo Schaefer, Ty Hallinan. Brendan Erickson is going to be just wide open. Zing! And it's 3-0 at 12:57. About a minute later, the Gremlins are on a power play. Hallinan, Kevin Bostwick, and that one gets past Philip Rios. Houghton has a 4 spot on the Bulldogs. To the second period, Gremlins showing no mercy. Norcall all the way in. And that one gets poked in by Nico Raiola. Houghton goes on to win this one by the count of 8-0, so they're Wingding champs for the 2nd straight year. Meanwhile, in the Chelsea Showcase in the Lower Peninsula, Escanaba taking on Bloomfield Hills Blackhawks. And that is a goal by Krister Karn in the shootout, and Escanaba ended up winning the game by the score of 5-4. One other game from the shootout, and Marquette defeated Davison 5-3. Wingding basketball. Again, it means Houghton and Hancock. They're the Bulldogs. They're the Gremlins. First quarter, Wes Hislop finally gains control of the ball and says, "Here, Sam Keskamaki, you take it." Sam says, "Thank you." 15-0 lead out of the gate for the Gremlins. 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Bulldogs stop the bleeding. Joe Watson somehow passed the ball to himself, or so it seemed, and Hancock's on the board. Second quarter, George Butt-Phillips doing what George Butt-Phillips likes to do, hitting jumpers. 37-15 Gremlins at the half. To the third, Brad Serrard, well, we know he's going to get in the scoring too. It's a 26-point lead for Houghton. And in the fourth, Keskamaki to Serrard. And Brad just politely backs down his defender. He ended up with 39, and Houghton won this one 67-51. More rivalry action. How about Ishpeming and Negaunee? For second quarter action here, drive by Jackson Sager. Darius, he says no, and you'll like it. On the second possession after that, it's Yohe for 3. He ended up with 20 points and 13 rebounds. We're tied at 10. Then Sager to Drew Lindberg. His rainbow goes 13-10 Negaunee. Minute or so later, Jason Waterman, the second of 3 consecutive triples. He ended up with 17 points, 19-10 Miners timeout, Hematites. Then Sager trying to find his way to the rim. That may be a Euro leap as opposed to a Euro step. He ended up with 20 points and 11 rebounds. Zach Jandro to Hunter Smith, and the Michigan Tech football recruit positions and hits the jumper. Hematites were down 12 at the half, made a game of it right into the fourth. Negaunee made enough free throws down the stretch to win 56-48. Let us go to Marquette, where the Redmen were trying to win a conference title against the Kingsford Flivvers. Marius Grzoulis, the Drew Weibel, and the home team is comfortably in front. Grzoulis was having a block party. At 6'10", you can do that rather easily at times. And then that's a basket by Weibel. And just for good measure, Marius says, let's get that one out of here too. Ethan Batty will find Cole Galeazzi on the inside. Grzoulis not in the game at that point. The hoop and the harm there. But in the fourth, more triples for Marquette. Robert Apple here. Redmen win 82-58, and they clinch the Great Northern Conference title. Escanaba at Rapid River, Division II at Division IV. Tyler Sundling is going to get the ball right here for Rapid. He's behind the arc and knocks it in. He had 18. Next, good patience from Nate Olson. He's going to get the ball. Nice fake to get one guy up in the air, and he puts it up and in before he had a chance to recover. 17-16 Rockets after one to the second. Jared Nash to the hoop for two of his 21. Part of a 15-0 run, 37-25 Eskimos the break. Then Austin Willett will go to work. He ended up with 18, and the Eskimos get the victory, 72-53. How about Manistee at Westwood? Picking up third quarter, Patriots up 15. Wyatt Gerke times it nicely for the steal. Good body control for the layup. But the Patriots were still up double digits. Then Eric Anderson to Nathan Beckman. The short jumper succeeds. Then on an inbound play, it's Anderson looks one way, comes back to Blake Hewitt for the hoop and the foul. Patriots are up 19. Another inbound play, but this one works to Manistee's advantage as Mark Block with the steal, the score, and the foul. Westwood, though, cruises to the win 62-48. On the scoreboard, Iron Mountain had 27 from Foster Wonders, and Marcus Johnson had 20 as they doubled up Gwynn plus 173-36. Norway 51, North Dickinson 44. Parker Wilson had 24 for Ironwood, defeating Mellon 61-56. We're pretty sure Watersmeet and Bessemer did not play. Brett LaFord had 20 for Kearney Nato, but Stevenson gets the victory, 49-46. No word on Superior Central Forest Park. I'm guessing they didn't play. Travis Bentley had 20 in North Central 64-49 win over Big Bay Denac. Yeah, probably not a game in unison with that win. Cedarville over Pickford 85-54. And in Wisconsin, Crivets doubled up Niagara 68-34. Girls' turn. Part of the boys-girls doubleheader. It's Marquette and Kingsford. Redettes get going early. Sydney Keevy gets the ball on the inside, positions and scores. 14 points and 10 rebounds, not to mention 5 steals. Later in the first, Kaylee Emblad, deep, long 2, Marquette up 4. Kingsford battling in the first quarter. That usually means Brooke Kriegel. She's not going to get this one to go, but Olivia Allen will be right there for the nice tip in. And the maize and blue is on board. Later in the first, Kriegel to Tori Kovakuski. She'll get the hoop and the harm, and Kingsford's back within 6-4. But the Redettes would find their stride. Emblad will hit a 3. Marquette wins 57-30 to win the Great Northern Conference title. Avery Leedy had 22 points on 6 of 8 from three-point land. And the other boys-girls doubleheader, Manistee at Westwood. This is actually part 1. And Manistee off to a good start. Jocelyn Muth. A nice bounce pass to Kayla Muth for the bucket off the window, 2-0 Emeralds. Carly Patron, Tessa Lease. That's good for 3. Patriots in front. But Manistee says, no, we're not done. Jocelyn Muth, not really challenged, and guess what? That means a good-looking jumper. Carly Patron will get another assist, this time to Maddie Koski for 3. She had 13 points. Ellie Miller gets the next Patriots basket, and it's an easy night for Westwood, winning this one 56-19. On the scoreboard, Jenna Pietla had 22 for Chancel, easily defeating Dollar Bay 65-12. Eden Gallaher's 23 paced West Iron County over Gwinn 58-46. And across the border, Crandon defeated Florence 72-45.